Aren't they sweet? Aren't they sweet? Not too close. Yeah, she's my girl. She's my girl. It's my boy. It's my boy. Can you see her? Good boy. Waiting for pedicures. Trying to get some trims done. Aren't they beautiful? Good babies. Hello, friends. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, I got to take this off. Let's get rid of this. That other screen is still running, and I don't want it to be running. Although it was an eagle live stream. Y'all know I like those live stream eagle cams. All right, we've got Jesse and Lisa in the wings. We're going to bring them up here in just a bit. I like to start with doing a little refresher and a recap update on where our channel members, the ones we have featured in previous videos, and our channel members like to share with you guys how they're growing, because everybody is on the right track, and that's exciting for me. So I'm going to share my screen again. We're going to look at my little spreadsheet together and just go over these stats real quick. All right, so let me put myself over here. Yeah. So Step by Step family, that was our first guest on the show back on July 22nd. And she was at 316 subscribers that day. She has grown to 417 subscribers as of about 2 hours ago. So I updated this as close to showtime as I could. Let me say some highs in the chat because it's so easy to get behind. So I'm going to do that right quick if you guys will bear with me. So again, I see that Jesse and Lisa are here. Hi, Chuck. Life with Belinda and Chuck, they're here. Jen. Oh, yeah, no, Jess at Gather Together Homestead. I think I was looking ahead and I might have seen Jen. Hey, Scott. Scott with the Rambling with the Brooms is here. Raquel, Cottonwood Ranch. Hello. Likeably Homestead. That's a new channel that I found. One of y'all's lives. I was watching one of y'all's lives and checked out his channel. Let's see. Adventures of Kenny and Debbie. Thanks for being here. I'm betting this is Devin. Hey, Devin, with our new land. All right. So I'll try to keep up with chat a little bit better than I usually do. So let's go to the next person on our list. Runneth Over Garden and Life. This is Nina and Boyce. They became channel members as soon as memberships became available. We first featured them or talked about them on the show on the 22nd. They were at 611 subscribers. Today, they are at 647. Woman Outdoors was right behind Nina and Boyce becoming a channel member for Rich Cat Ranch. And if you guys don't know about channel memberships, it's like a little subscription. So, like you pay for Hulu so you can watch fun stuff on Hulu or Netflix or whatever your favorite streaming app is. YouTube memberships are a lot the same. You join the channel, you pay. I mean, the channels can set whatever their fees are. I've seen some really high fees for some channels, but that we don't need to be one of those channels. And you just help support the work of the channel. I know in our instance, I always feel like when people send us money or subscribe or rather join the channel, it helps us with our animals, with feeding everyone. It helps us with the rescue work that we do. And those little tokens of appreciation go a long way for us. I really do appreciate them. So that's about channel memberships. That happens once you get monetized. So Woman Outdoors was at 793 subscribers when we first talked about her on the show. She's at 896 today. Again, I love seeing these numbers go up. Ordered Steps, another channel member. She was at 182 subscribers when she joined the channel. She's at 189 today, so still moving in the right direction. Shane at Great Farmer Freelance. I'm sure all of you, or at least most of you, know who Shane is. Great channel supporter for every channel, all of your channels. And if you're not hooked up with Shane yet, please go check out his channel. subscribe to his channel, and then join us for a coffee shop experience. He's on every morning. Typically, he's had some internet issues. I think Canada's just having internet issues in general the last month or so. So he hasn't been on the last couple of days, but he's shooting for tomorrow morning, Saturday. I think he's shooting for tomorrow. Yes, today's Friday. Saturday at 8:30 Central Time. So check out the coffee shop, bring your favorite beverage, and just come and meet some people, connect with some people, and get your day started off nicely. He was at 820 subscribers when he became a channel member on the 29th. He's at 859 subscribers today. Mine Forked, she was at 190 subscribers when she joined the channel. She's at 210 today. Again, some neat content there, different from all of our little homestead videos that we share, but it's fun and interesting. So I encourage you to check it out. Multi-Hunter 247, we featured him on the show on the 29th of July. He was at 352 subscribers that day, and he's at 429 today. So still hoping for 500 for a couple of these channels pretty soon. Tiffany at Mud and Mascara Homestead. She was at 98 subscribers when we featured her on the show on the 5th of August. She's at 161 today. That's a nice percentage of growth there. Make sure no one else. Tennessee Bushcrafter, how are you? I'm going to try and just train myself to periodically look at the chat. Byron at 12 Stones Ranch. 240 subscribers when he joined the channel. He's at 251 now. Again, some fun, funny, interesting, educational stuff at his channel. Please check him out. He is a Texas neighbor of ours, as is Nick at Multi-Hunter. Our New Land, Devin and Ryan, they were on the show last week. They were at 434 subscribers when I announced that they were going to be on the show, which was the Friday before they were on the show. And then showtime last Friday, they were at 442. Today, they were at 448 when I checked. And last but not least, I probably should have left this one off because I wanted to surprise y'all with it. Lazy Days Ahead. This is Jesse and Lisa. Again, I'm sure you know them. You know of them. If you're not connected to them, please get connected to them. They were at 945 subscribers when I announced last Friday that they were going to be my guests this week. They hit 1,000 subscribers. So we're going to talk to them about that. We're going to celebrate that together here in just a bit. All of these channels, regardless of where they sit subscriber wise, they can always use your support in the way of watching some videos. So if you're already subscribed to a channel, try to set up a little system where you periodically go and visit everyone and at least watch 2 or 3 videos, because the watch hours never stop being important. Obviously, you've got to hit that 4,000 watch hours mark to be qualified to submit your application to become monetized. But once you're monetized, then everything depends on watch hours in essence, because it depends on views, because the AdSense revenue that you can generate once you become monetized is completely contingent upon how many views your videos are getting. Because if the advertisers don't have an opportunity for you to see their ad, there's no way to help that channel make money through the ads. If you're a YouTube premium member, your premium membership does get divvied up and shared among the channels, that you watch. It's not a lot. I don't know that you can really expect, because that subscription is not a high fee anyway. So don't feel bad if you don't have ads when you're watching. The channels that you're watching, if they're monetized, they are still getting a little cut of that membership. But if you can stand it, we paid for the YouTube Premium just because I didn't want to have to watch ads. But if you don't have YouTube Premium and you can stand watching those ads for 30 seconds at a time at least, that's the most helpful way to support the channels that you subscribe to that are monetized, because the longer that you're watching that ad, the more ad revenue they can make. And again, I'm not talking about a lot of money. We're still just talking about pennies per view. So it's dependent on how many views you get when it's all said and done. And that's why I said those watch hours never stop being important. They're even more important after a channel becomes monetized, because that's the only way the monetization pays off for them. So once these channels do become monetized, always remember, you can support them through channel memberships. You can support them through super stickers and super chats. And again, they're just nice ways to show appreciation and help them continue with the work they're doing. Because any of you that are content creators know that there's a lot of time that goes into planning videos or capturing the film and then editing the film and then uploading the film. It's a job. And, the more active these channels are, the more videos you see, it's a bigger job. The more that they engage with the community by posting and sharing videos. So just keep that in mind and take advantage of these super simple ways that you can help grow channels and support channels by watching. I saw Weave's World do a really neat video. It may have been last week now. He has a system where he keeps track, and he goes through, like, each day he goes through a certain number of the channels to which he is subscribed and watches a couple of videos. And then he makes a mark on his little spreadsheet or whatever, so that the next day he'll pick up with the next batch of 10 channels or whatever. Because again, if YouTube sees that subscribers, if you as a subscriber are not at least periodically going to the channels you subscribe to and watching some of their videos, that subscription can be taken away, and often it is. So just, come up with a little system. If you don't know, I'm sure you do know, when you log into YouTube, along the left side of your page, you've got all your subscriptions listed. So, super simple to just click on the first however many each time you're on the computer or the phone or wherever you are, where you can see your subscription list, and watch a couple of videos, and then make a note somehow keep track. And the next time you log on, watch a couple more videos on another 2 or 3 channels. So I encourage you to do that. As with every Friday live stream, I just want to remind you all and thank you in advance for taking a minute or two here and there to check out all of these channels, watch a couple of videos. Always remember that you've got to watch a video of at least 3 minutes before you can subscribe, if you want to be sure that subscription is going to stick. So if they have an intro video, that you see when you first go to their channel, but it's only a minute or two long, that won't be enough to be sure that it's gonna, that subscription is going to take. So watch that. And then I always suggest that once you've subscribed, if they've got a playlist for you to watch of their videos, run a playlist. You don't have to be watching it. You just can have it on another window or on a different device and just be running it. And if you'll get in the habit of that, it really goes a long way to help with watch hours, and for the channels that are already monetized, to get them some views so that they can earn a little bit of money from you watching. So that's that. Let me take this down. And then I think I had another thing I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, I wanted to just do some Rich Cat Ranch business here right quick. So if you haven't seen our community tab, we're going to do something new next Thursday night. We're going to try a watch party. I didn't even know this was a thing on Amazon Prime, and I was looking for a movie. I didn't know what movie I was looking for. I was just looking for something maybe to watch. And I noticed that when you're looking at the movies, it'll give you the information about the movie, who's in it, what year it came out, all of that. And then there's a little icon where it says start a watch party. And I thought, what is this? So I clicked on it just to see. And then it shows you on that page, after you click on it, that either the people watching will all have to rent the movie if it's not like a free Amazon Prime title. Or if it's an Amazon Prime title, then it just tells you that you can send out the link so that everybody can come and watch the movie together. You can chat during the movie, so there's a chat feature. And when I saw that right away, I got kind of excited because I'm in a group here, old time radio shows. I love old time radio shows. And as a kid, I was a huge fan of the CBS Radio Mystery Theater. Oh, I need to go back to comments now. And even spent about 7 years collecting all of the 1,399 episodes of the show. It ran for 8 years. And back in the day, the only way to really collect those shows was you had to go through FTP servers, people that had recorded those episodes back in the day on a cassette tape or however they did it. Well, it had to be cassette. There were no CDs or anything back then. They would then convert those to digital files and put them in an FTP. What is that? File transfer protocol. One of you computer whizzes will know what that means. And then you could log into these servers where you could then share. You could download, upload all these files. And so, again, it took me about 7 years to find all of the episodes because it's a lot of episodes and not everybody even knew about uploading them to FTP servers and stuff. So I'm a huge fan of that. And there's a YouTube channel here called the Late Horror Show. And I didn't watch it for a long time. I mean, I like horror movies and stuff, but I didn't know what it was. But every night he streams a 12-hour overnight stream of old-time radio shows. Some of it's CBS Radio Mystery Theater, like Sherlock Holmes, Johnny Dollar, lots of old stuff. So if you guys are into classic old-time radio, radio dramas, mysteries, things like that, that's a fun channel. But where I was going with that was that when I became a channel member of that channel, one of the perks of being a channel member is that every Friday night we get together and watch a horror movie together. It's not through Amazon. I don't, it's Discord maybe or something. And you can chat during the movie. And I had the time of my life last Friday. It was my first time to get to do that. I'm also a big Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan. I know some of you won't even know what I'm talking about. If you do, you and I are kindred spirits. One of my favorite shows of all time. And it was very much like that because we're watching this gory, ridiculous horror film and bad. This is like a bad, like the acting's bad, the script is bad, the setting's bad, the sound is bad, everything is bad, which makes it even more fun. And we're all wisecracking and making fun of the movie in the chat, in the comments. And I just was rolling on the floor laughing through a lot of that. So if you don't want to do that, fine. You don't have to be a channel member, but I think that's a sweet perk. Anyway, so when I saw this watch party thing on Amazon, I thought I'm not going to reserve that just for channel members, but I want to give that a try and see if maybe we can have some fun with that as a community getting together, watching movies. So I'll probably always do it on Thursdays. I don't know. I don't want to, conflict with somebody, but it'd probably only be like once a month if we do it again. Let me get back to the chat right quick because I see Pete. Hey, Pete. I see, who else did I see? Leanne. Hi, Leanne at Mennonite Farmhouse. I know I'm going to scoot right back by somebody. Hey, Digging for Health. Thank you for your comment on my video earlier. Janet, Homestead, where you are, how are you? Matt at Backlash Fisherman, how are you? Thank you guys all for being here. And anyway, so back to once again, I'm getting squirrely here, aren't I? So the movie choices, you'll get to choose. If you go to our community tab, let me find that. I've got a poll up so that you can, so that you can watch. Let's take this down. These are the choices: War Games, The Terminator, and The Presidio. It's going to be an 80s throwback movie night. And if you go to our community tab, I have a poll up so that you can vote right here. So you can vote on which movie you want to see. On our Facebook page, I also have the event posted, and I just have asked people to comment in the comments what movie, because I don't know how to do polls on Facebook. Right now, War Games is winning, which is fine with me. Love that movie. But even if you don't want to watch with us, feel free to go in and vote for your favorite from among those three. And the winning one, the one with the highest percentage, will be the movie that we watch on Thursday next week. The caveat there is that if that movie is no longer a free title on Amazon Prime, then the next highest percentage will win. So if that makes sense. And I'll probably do, throwback kind of themes. We might do a sci-fi night, or we might do a horror night. I don't know what you guys like. I might put up some other polls and and see what you guys enjoy most. Hey, Coastal Water, how are you? So let me see if there's anything else I wanted to show y'all. I don't think. I've got one other little graphic I'll put up here before we bring up Jesse and Lisa. Let me do that now. Right here, I made this little banner for y'all. I'm gonna pull them up now. And I forgot to ask if y'all can hear me. I hope you can hear me. It looks like my mic is working. But here are Jesse and Lisa. And when I look on YouTube, it only says 1K. So it's not telling me like 1.03 or anything like that. So I don't know how much over 1,000 it might be right now. Oops. Uh-oh, I can't hear him, but what does that mean? Let me make sure I didn't. Oh, you know what? I'll just do that right here. I was using my headphones, I think, a little bit earlier today. So let me make sure that that's not the case. Oh, it shows they're not connected. So can y'all hear Jesse? I'm looking in the chat here. Hey, Uncle G. Uncle G's in my chat, y'all. Hey, BS. Hey, Nick. Drunken Chef. Okay, Jesse, talk some more, and then y'all tell me in the chat if okay. Digging for Health. I'm guessing Digging for Health is saying no, she can't hear you. Oh, I could hear that video through the screen earlier. Okay, so Matt says he has not been able to hear you yet either, Jesse. Oops. I'm putting it in the chat. Well, let me do the private chat too. Okay, just sent you a private chat. I don't think okay, it's not unmuted. Okay, let's just bring us up here. Actually, let's do, oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh, that's too big. But we're having technical difficulties here. Oh, hey, Weaves World. I was just talking about you sharing the video I watched where you have a very nice system for periodically going through and watching your channel's videos to support them. Hey, Jen, how are you? Jen with Good Times Homestead. So again, Weaves World, great supporter of virtually every channel to whom he's subscribed, and a lot of fun at his channel. I felt really inept a couple of days ago because he was doing a 80s music quiz. And obviously I'm kind of a music nerd, and music has been a big part of my life for most of my life. And I might have known 2 songs out of the 50 songs that he played. So part of that I really figured out after a while was because some of the releases were not big here in the States. He's in the UK. And so some of those songs just were not big here. I wasn't familiar with them at all. And then I think there was one that it had been recorded by a different artist here. And so and that was the objective of the game or the quiz, was to guess the artist or the group. And so I just was there along for the ride to hear some new stuff, because a lot of the tunes were brand new to me since it was not released here in the UK. I'm guessing CNC is here. What is CNC? I'm seeing CNC, and I'm missing it if I didn't greet someone coming in. And I see Nora's name is saying hello. So if that means the Stock Explorer is here. Look, I'm already behind. Hey, Hog Deer, how are you? All right, I'm hoping Jesse and Lisa are going to come back in. Oh, let me see. Make sure they didn't send me a text message or something. I'll send them a text message. And we'll put their little graphic back up on the screen because y'all, I'm just so proud of us because, again, I don't claim any credit for. Okay, wait. Weaves World says he has a multi-decade quiz coming up on Monday and then a 70s. Oh, does this mean every Monday you do a multi-decade quiz? Okay. Hello, hello. No, we can't hear you. But y'all can hear me, right? There is CNC. Okay, hey, CNC. Okay, so they can hear me. All right, they're trying to figure it out. So we'll let you figure it out. Okay, so I guess coming up on Monday next week, the 29th, Weaves World will have the multi-decade music quiz. That's a lot of fun. Maybe that will give me a better shot if it's not limited to. Oh, no, yes, yeah, so you're going to have to do sign language or dry erase board. And I'll put this graphic back up. Because as I was saying, I'm getting so squirrely today. As I was saying, I'm so proud of us as a community. Although I don't claim credit for what happened, I just do enjoy feeling like I might have played at least a small part in getting the word out on a channel so that more people will know about them and go and check them out and hopefully add to the family. So that's a nice little chunk of growth there that Jesse and Lisa saw in that week between when I talked about them last week on the show and told y'all that I wanted to be able to celebrate a 1K subscriber mark on this week's show. So I'm sure that made them happy, but that makes me happy also because it's not something I'm going to guess I'll be able to do very often is celebrate a milestone with someone when they're on the show, because that just seems like there would have to be a lot of coincidences happen for it to be right timing for that. Scott's asking if you've got Bluetooth earbuds on, Jesse. Okay, 29th, Weaves World, multi-decade music quiz. He's a good host. He has a very nice voice with a very nice British accent. I'm sort of a softie for that anyway, so y'all check him out. And if we can't get Jesse and Lisa's audio issues worked out, I will have them back on the show again because I like to go through my little standard questions about their channel and its beginnings and where they want to go with it. Okay, he's going to try this.
All right, so yeah, we're doing it from our cell phone now. Can you see us?
Okay, I can hear you and I can see you.
Okay.
You want me to take that other one off or you want to leave it?
Yeah, we're going to take it off.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not hooking up. Everything looks good on my side. I don't have no Bluetooth on. I got the...
and you used it in Danny's
I used it. I was in Danny's
earlier.
live just about an hour ago.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's working fine now. So if you're okay just using the phone,
yeah,
we'll
okay.
just go with the phone.
Let me get everything set up here. Oh. Okay. Can you see us, hear us?
Yeah. We could have Lisa sitting on one screen and you sitting on the other.
Okay.
So, yeah. So welcome to the show.
Thank
you for agreeing to be on the show. Thank you for the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours I know you have devoted to supporting channels and moderating channels and commenting and participating and watching videos and all the things that all of us wish more people did or had time to do. And I don't know still how you managed to pull it off because a lot of times I really will see you in multiple chats. If I'm in multiple chats, I'll see you in multiple chats. And you're doing all the stuff in all the chats. You're dropping links and you're still participating and being a part of the discussion. So kudos, because that would, I think, stress me out. I already feel busy, so I can't imagine if I was having to work that hard during chats. So I appreciate you for that. I'm ridiculously excited that you have hit this 1,000 subscribers mark. And again, it only shows me 1,000, so I don't know what it really shows you. Is it 1,001? Is it 1,005?
Let me check. I'll look exactly. We'll see what it is here. 1,004.
All right. So you guys know how this works. Those 4 people could be gone tomorrow. 6 people could be gone tomorrow.
Oh,
So we
25.
want to 25 people could be gone tomorrow. Yeah. So we want to still put their name out there. Hey, Sue and Joe at the Bud Files. Did I already say hi to you, Pete? If I didn't say hi, Pete. Pete's one of the sweetest people on the internet. Y'all need to hook up with him too. So continue to share Jesse and Lisa. Continue to watch their videos. If you haven't already subscribed.
Hold up. Leanne she just shouted me out. I'm 25 away from 2,000. Thank you, Leanne.
Yeah, I wish it worked like that, right?
I wish it was that quick.
Yeah, I wish. Anyway, so continue to support them for lots of reasons. If you guys are not doing live streams, but you've been in live streams, you'll understand how much work Jesse does for those of us that do live streams. And it's a very important job to have someone do what Jesse does for us when we do live streams. But let's focus on you guys a little bit more. My first question is typically, what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
It's all Tony and Joni's fault.
Started the channel at all. I started YouTube back in 2014, actually. Just putting videos in there private, right, for our posterity, and had a few videos that we wanted to save. So I said, let's put them on YouTube. And then about a little over a year ago, I started doing moderating, and I kept getting pressure from Tony and Joni. When are you going to start a channel? I said, well, maybe when I retire, which was this past December 1st. Maybe when I retire, I'll start a channel. And then we decided to start a channel, and we didn't know what to call it. Says, well, we're looking for Lazy Days Ahead, so why don't we call it Lazy Days Ahead?
That's a good name, yeah.
And it stuck. So we're just taking day by day. I mean, every day is Saturday for us. So we do what we want, when we want, how we want, wherever we want. So it's like, we just take one day at a time.
Sweet. And when did you post your first video, and what was it?
It was June. It was one day in June. I don't remember what it was. Actually, I do know what it was. The very first video I put up was when we went to Liberty, Texas, and I got all kind of strikes on it, copyright strikes on it. We went to it's like a faux. They call it faux trade days. It's a bunch of crazy people, and I was going videotaping all kind of music was playing, and I didn't know nothing about no copyright baloney. So
the first live we did, we took the dogs to look at Christmas lights last year for Christmas, and we got a copyright claim because we had the radio going. We were listening to Christmas music in the car while we were riding around showing the dogs the Christmas lights in the fancy schmancy golf course neighborhood here in South Lake. And I think either parts of it are muted or something. So had to deal with that. I wasn't even thinking about it. I can't believe Christmas songs can't be shared.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not thinking about that, but then I was getting all the notes from YouTube, so I said, well, I got to fix that or delete it or whatever. So I did what I could. Yeah,
our first real
video
one under our name, our Lazy Days Ahead name.
Right.
Okay. And then, so in a nutshell, not that anyone here doesn't know who you are, what is the primary focus of your channel as far as the kind of videos you put up?
Well, I mean, like I said, we want to do whatever we want to do, when we want to do it, how we want to do it. And if that just means cooking, traveling, just doing whatever, that's what we're going to do. So we don't have we're not homesteaders. We live in a suburban neighborhood in the south of the city of Houston. So we're not really considered homesteaders, although we do try to prep. So we do a lot of canning, or at least, actually this year has done a lot of canning. And then people seem to like what she does. So she said, well, let's put it on video. So we're trying to videotape everything that she makes.
Yeah.
So
That's part of the fun, though, of this community and this genre, because we're not really homesteaders either. And we live in the city. We've got a couple of acres, but, right around the corner is all the businesses and the stores. And I mean, I'm walking distance from like the Sprouts Farmers Market grocery store. But we do grow some of our own vegetables from time to time, and we raise, ducks and geese for eggs. And so there's a little bit of overlap there, but I haven't even started learning about canning like I'd like to. So I'm going to, be dependent on channels like y'all's to at least help me with some of the stuff that doesn't scare me quite so much. So where do you want to go? What is it ultimately? And the way I think I've been asking it is, if something really neat could happen for your channel and you thought, what would really be neat? What would that be for your channel? What would be like the neatest thing you could think of that would happen for your channel?
Well, obviously everybody wants to get monetized, right? So that would be neat to get monetized. Not to say we need to be monetized, because like I said, we were doing this just because somebody asked us to do it. So why not, and then it became if you will, a challenge, because you're trying to meet, let's go to get to 100. Wow, we can change our name. Let's get to 500. Wow, I can use the community tab. Let's get to 1,000. So it's the challenge that we like. But
it's also the nice thing of meeting so many different people that you would never meet otherwise.
Absolutely.
Especially those in your own state. There's a ton of people we've met just from our own state that are, if you will, YouTubers, not necessarily all homesteaders, but
yeah.
But we did start following the YouTube homesteading community first, and then the garden community, and the fishing community and the deer hunting community. It just kind of all fall in together, right?
Yeah.
But as far as where we want our channel to be, I mean, ultimately we want to travel. So as soon as the diesel prices start coming back down, we plan on doing more traveling. But I'd love to have me a travel show, if you will.
Okay.
I'd like to do. I don't know if you've been watching Drew's Lens. That's another channel that's out there. It's really good. He's been doing a lot of traveling in his Volkswagen, and kind of documenting places and stuff. And that's really what we would like to do. But we're waiting for the fuel prices to come back down.
When do you think that'll happen?
Well, we don't. I'm not. This is not that. That's a different show.
Maybe Nora can tell us that.
Yeah, Nora would know.
Gloria. Yeah, Gloria, if you didn't hear me say hi, thank you for coming in. So
I would expand a little bit more on that if we were on the Grumpy Grandpa show or a different show, but not.
Okay. And we don't have a diesel truck anymore, because Richard's truck that was stolen was diesel. And back, I guess it kind of flip-flops, because there was a while that the diesel was cheaper than the regular gas, but I know now, since these prices got so ridiculous, it's been a little bit cheaper to put gas in the car than it was, would have been for the truck anyway. Right. So watch hours wise, I know maybe monetization isn't at the top of your priorities list, but where are you watch hours wise? How many watch hours?
That was like 2,220 watch hours.
Okay. And I haven't been to the watch list page, I don't guess, for a while. Oh no, I was there just a couple days ago, because I did go and run some watch lists on my channel and then a couple of our family accounts. So Jesse's got some watch lists, y'all. So what would be the most helpful thing is go to his channel, start running a playlist, and then after it's run a few videos, then subscribe, because then that way, again, all the boxes are checked, and YouTube will see, oh yeah, this person's really here to watch videos. And just so you understand why that's such a big deal, there's a concept out there, and maybe I'm just telling you guys stuff you already know, of sub for sub, where, hey, I'll subscribe to your channel if you'll subscribe to my channel, but then nobody ever watches or responds in the community tab stuff, and it's obvious that you're just trying to get their subscriber count up. And that doesn't do YouTube any good. So when it all comes down to what's going to make YouTube the most money, and what makes YouTube the most money is people watching videos, because the advertisers are paying YouTube for the opportunity to get their ads in front of people. So the longer those people are looking at videos so that the ads can be shown, the more money YouTube makes. So it's not about helping us as much as it is about them growing and them making money. So this sub for sub thing does nothing for them. And that's why they crack down so hard on it. So if you are in a live stream and someone says, oh yeah, they only need 4 more to hit 500 or 1,000, and you go and subscribe and then you never watch a video, that's why then they go back that next day and that subscription is gone. And sometimes, again, big batches, hundreds of subscriptions can sometimes be gone because you put out a post or some other social media outlet, you put a thing about, please subscribe to my channel, I want to reach whatever subscribers, but nobody watches your videos. And YouTube, they don't go for that at all. So I don't ever want to encourage anyone to just go subscribe to get the number up, but then not check off the other boxes, because that doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help the channel. It doesn't help YouTube, that's what's most important to YouTube. Hey, Web's Web. So let's see, back to what else can I ask you guys? I don't know what your newest video might be. I shared 5 videos leading up to today. And those were ones, even now, a couple of those I had already watched, but I wanted it to be sort of current videos. And I didn't want to do anything long, anything real long, just because I really wanted people to see something that they could watch all the way through. So I hope you guys watched those videos all the way through. But I'm just really tickled for you guys. I have had a hard time understanding why you weren't at 1,000 subscribers long before I was at 1,000 subscribers. So I don't know what the magic formula is sometimes. I don't know.
Well, I guess we're just growing organically, right? It's just gonna be one sub at a time. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's just weird how it's so hit and miss.
Right.
I don't know, based on, I don't know, the time of day you put out a video, or I don't know what it is, because we don't, aside from sharing links on our Facebook page every now and then for videos, which I don't really do that very much anymore. I used to do that all the time. And then I realized, man, these Facebook friends are not looking at these videos at all. So aside from having done that for a while, I don't even know of ways to market videos other than to just meet people in live streams and connect with people beyond just hoping that they're going to come across your video somehow. Right. But I think I hope you'll see what we saw, that as those numbers did get higher, as we did get more subscribers, then our videos did get recommended by YouTube a little more often. So everything goes up across the board once you start hitting these milestones, because I think, YouTube starts thinking, okay, yeah, people do like this channel. So let's promote it. Because again, they want you to become successful so that they can become successful. So I'm going to hope again that you see similar trends. So I want to ask the chat now, do any of you have questions for Jesse and or Lisa about their channel, about their travels, about canning? Any questions? And always, as always, if you've got questions for me, let me know if you have questions for me. Or anyone in the chat, are you close to a milestone? Are you in need of some watch hours to get closer to where you want to be? And typically, y'all may have noticed, so typically I like to have channels on the show that are under 500 subscribers. I want to help grow the small channels. But this was a big deal to me to have Jesse and Lisa on, just because he's that involved in the community and he's that valuable in the community. And he was close to a major milestone. And I thought, if I can play a small part in helping them reach that and then celebrating that together, then I want to take advantage of the opportunity and use my time on the live stream to do that. So again, I'm just happy that you guys were able and willing to be on the show with me. But I do still always want to open up a spot for people that are smaller that might want to, get a little bit of exposure, maybe meet a few new subscribers or at least potential viewers, or maybe you're thinking about doing live streams and you haven't done a live stream yet and you want to see what it feels like. I know I've had a couple of people already on the show that told me beforehand that they were so nervous about it. They were so nervous about being on the camera and being live. And then during the show, then they just forget about it. We're just talking, we're just sharing and having a good time together. And then they don't even think about being nervous because they're on screen. And so it's a great practice for either determining if you want to do live streams or preparing to do live streams if you already know that you want to do them. And I'm going to encourage any of you that will and can do live streams. They are probably the most efficient way to grow your channel and make connections with people. You can have great videos. And it's funny, sometimes some of these big channels, I don't follow a lot of I'm talking big channels like PewDiePie and Mr. Beast and those that we've all heard about, but I don't watch their stuff. So I don't know if they do live streams or not. I always kind of feel like they're too busy to do live streams because they're raking in, that tens of millions of dollars every year off of YouTube. Y'all people can make that kind of money on YouTube when you get to that big. None of us are going to see that. I don't want to, not slamming anybody, but I don't expect any of us to have those kind of numbers. Just want to, again, invite you guys, ask questions. Let me know if you'd like to be on the show. If you've got a need, again, share with us here.
So Nick from Multi-Hunter 247 had a question about how many jams and jellies we've sent out. Do you have a number to that?
I counted them one time, and I wanted to say it was like 204, I think.
Wow.
So Lisa sent out a lot. We've sent out a lot of jams. And a lot of that's been because they've won those jams, not just because we sent them out.
And is this like 204 different locations that they're going?
No, jars.
Jars.
Jars, okay. About how many different locations does that probably mean?
Oh man, maybe.
Is it 2 or 3 jars a location, or?
I would say maybe 40 or 50, maybe different locations.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then obviously this has been a big.
Yeah. How many used stickers have you sent out?
We've sent probably maybe three cases.
4? Maybe 4 cases of 12.
4 cases of 12, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Since we started sending them out, yes.
Okay, wow.
And the very first bottle that we ever sent out went to Jen over at Good Times because I was doing a practice giveaway, and I decided to go ahead and give a bottle away, and she was the lucky one to get. So she got our very first Mexican vanilla bottle.
Jen, have you used it all yet? It's a pretty big bottle.
Is she in the chat?
I think I saw her in the chat. And I'm looking at this comment from Devin. Maybe your computer is low on audio fluid.
It might be. No, the blinker fluid.
Yeah, that's on the same aisle as the blinker fluid.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Made him cookies. She sent us cookies.
And she sent those cookies in a box that had some kind of snake in the grass kind of stuff, but not a single cookie she made broke. And they were the chocolate chip cookies. They weren't gummy bears. They were they were ones that would break and not a single one broke. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, wow.
She packed them really well.
I sent cookies to Gerald one time in a care package when he was in Afghanistan, and I had it in, Ziploc bags, but I packed it in popcorn. So the cookies were in a Ziploc bag, and then I had a bigger Ziploc bag that I filled with popcorn to work as a buffer. To keep it safe, keep it from getting smashed. And he told me, those cookies made it all the way over there, and there were only a couple of broken ones, but that may have happened even as I was putting them in the bag. But popcorn is a good, and then they could eat the popcorn too. So win-win. So I wanted to say, I saw Gloria. Gloria said, I think she's at 2,550 hours. So she's had the subscribers that she needs for a while now to be monetized. She's over 1,000 for sure, about 13 or 1,400, I think. But she's still, what is that, 1,500 hours short of her 4,000. So Gloria's Platter, if you guys are new to Gloria's Platter, I met her through Tuber Chat, where I met a lot of you. And she walks you through dishes that she prepares. So a lot of Sri Lankan dishes. So a lot of things that you might not even have heard of before. I know the one I watched most recently, she made milk toffees, which I would think would have been a lot more complicated and scary than it was, but it's something I'm excited to try now. There's vanilla in it. Pretty sure there's vanilla in it, right, Gloria? And so it's a fun time. And she just has a very easy way of teaching and demonstrating. And no, we don't need to do that. Oh, this is Richard getting back from the feed store.
Oh.
And so it's a fun time, and her chats are always very enjoyable. And it's another opportunity to connect with people and introduce yourself to some potential new viewers and family members and grow that way. So let's see. Danny says, doing live, staying consistent with posting weekly, being in others' chat, going up on panel in others' live, spending way too much time on YouTube. But she may be talking about what she's been doing lately. I missed the question that she might be responding to. Not for Nothing Homestead is under under 100 is not that small. When we had Tiffany on the show, she was at 98 subscribers. So if you've got your email address on your about page, I'll send you an email. If you don't have your email address on your about page, Not for Nothing Homestead, my email address, you can go to my about tab on my page and send me an email, and we will set a date for you to come and be on the show. And because I may miss a comment, if anyone else in the chat would like to be on the show, and that's not a hard, fast rule. If you have 600 people, but you'd like to be on the show, send me an email still. I'm thinking of maybe doing at least some of the shows where I've got two channels on, and we'll spend a half an hour with one channel, a half an hour with the other channel, and still go over everybody's stats, just so I can get some more people's names out there, because I already have channels booked now through the 9th of September with 3 other channels that I'm still waiting for them to get back with me to pick a date. And so I thought, well, I don't want to hear back from someone and have to tell them, oh, it'll be October now before you can be on the show. So I will probably start squeezing in and doing couple of channels on each Friday show here in the next couple of weeks. So I'm trying to scroll back. And again, I may have missed if someone else would like to be on the show. But I will make a note about you, Not for Nothing Homestead. Obviously, once the chat is generated again after this video goes to video on demand, after this live stream becomes video on demand when we finish streaming, then in another day or so, I can go back and look through these comments. But okay, looks like Gloria's leaving. So bye, Gloria. Welcome back, Leanne. Okay, so again, shoot me a message. Some of you I'm just going to reach out to. I don't know where you are right now, Jen, with subscriber numbers, but you may be somebody that, I think you're in California, but where you are with subscriber numbers, I may be reaching out to you. So any of you in the chat today, be watching, because I may be sending you an email if I feel like, you might have a good time being on the show with me. And if you don't want to be on the show with me, that's fine. You don't have to be on the show with me, but we can all grow together. There's plenty of room here for everybody to be successful and make a little bit of money and get your message out farther than where you may be even now. If you've been monetized for a long time, if you've got, thousands of subscribers already, there's plenty of room to still keep growing and still keep sharing and still keep introducing yourself to more people. Because again, I've talked about this before. I know a lot of you feel the same way. There's a lot of garbage out there. There's a lot of garbage on YouTube. There's a lot of big channels even that I just shake my head and wonder why do these people have 1 million subscribers? What, this is just not even wholesome. It's not even funny. It's not, I don't get it. I mean, everybody, to each his own. I'm not trying to slam people for liking stuff that I don't necessarily like, but I just feel like we all, and it's not all just homesteading people here in this channel. I mean, on the chat right now, we're not all homesteaders. So this isn't about one particular niche. This is just about this community and the messages and the blessings that you guys share through your content. That's what needs to be put out there. That's what needs to be promoted. Hey, Nina, how are you? And I am happy to try and play at least a small part in helping everybody, reach a bigger audience and enjoy the journey a little bit more, because I'm enjoying the journey. Again, it's a lot of work, and there are days when I have to make myself, like right now, even doing this live, I feel like is a break, because I'm not editing videos, and I'm not, when I do my videos, I record on my phone. I don't have a camera. And then I transfer from the phone to the computer, because that's where my editing software is. And then I have to edit and trim things and splice scenes together and get my captions on and get my intro screen and then find the music. And so it's a process for sure. And even a 1.5 minute video can take me 2 hours to do, because I'm real picky about the music and.
And what editing software do you use?
I use Power Director.
Power Director. Okay.
And I love it. I love it. I've said before, I think it'll even do things that I don't know it'll do yet, because I just haven't tried it and I don't know about it, or I haven't needed it. I do enjoy editing, but it can be very time consuming. And I generally spend almost as much time finding the music and making a thumbnail as I make editing the video itself.
They say that editing is 1 hour for every minute of video that you put out.
Okay, makes sense then.
8-minute video, you're gonna spend at least 8 hours.
Okay, yeah, and like I said, a 1.5-minute video, I could spend 2 hours sometimes just editing, and then creating my thumbnails and I'll sometimes listen for 45 minutes or an hour just to find the music that I want. Because I use Epidemic Sound. I have an Epidemic Sound subscription, and I typically will select based on the length of time. Because if it's a short video, I try to just have the one song that just lines up right, so that the beginning and the end just happen to match up with the length of the video. But it still means I've just got to sometimes listen to dozens and dozens of little 1.5-minute long tracks.
Do you think editing is the reason why some people do their mail calls on a live as opposed to making a video out of it?
Oh, probably. And I think there's probably a lot of times where a live stream, you can accomplish as much or more without having to go through all the rigmarole of, preparing it ahead of time and then uploading it to watch when you don't have to be around to do it. But anyway, but I like that. I like the artistry of that. I like putting things together and using transitions, but it just does take a lot of time. Hey, Troy. So
it does.
Again, just to say that again, that's why, that's why it is exciting when we can reach a goal where even if it's just pennies per view, we can feel like we're earning something back for the time and the dedication of coming up with ideas and making it look nice and sound nice and hopefully be enjoyable for at least some of the people that watch it. It's funny to me still how, again, hit and miss. My highest viewed video so far still is I just put it up, I think last week, and it was the dogs howling, but I have the Halo video game main theme, the monks chanting. just because when the dogs howl, part of why I like when the dogs howl is because it seems like singing to me. I feel like they're singing. And so I just thought that might be kind of funny. I'll just put that music to the dogs howling, and it's the biggest views of any video. Like there's nothing even that can touch the number of views for that one little video. But then I'll have another video, and that took me, maybe half an hour to do. It's like a 49-second video. Maybe
Right.
took me half an hour to do it. I already knew the music I wanted. I just had to find it and then lay the background down. I don't remember if I have any text on the screen or not. And it's gotten me more views, and it has earned me a little bit of money. Shorts can earn you some money, like maybe 10 cents now. But,
Right.
And then other videos that, I might have spent 2 or 3 weeks capturing film because I knew it was going to be sort of a progression. Okay, here's the start of us building this thing, and then here's the update for the next week, and then here's the next week, and then here's finally us using it or the ducks using it or whatever. So spent a lot of time just capturing and thinking of it in my head, and then splicing all those little updates together, and then it gets 12 views.
And it takes forever to find music too, because it's got to be that one that just hits you.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah. Again, I spend a lot of time on that, y'all. But again, I like that. And there are some days where just for fun, it's fun to just listen to all these, hundreds of thousands of choices I could make with this Epidemic Sound subscription. So
we've been blessed. I think we've put out a lot of videos, but all our videos get between 200 and 1,000 views.
nice.
So we're happy that people are enjoying it. We may not showing our sub count, but views. Happy that people are enjoying the videos.
Oh yeah.
So that's what it's all about. We had fun making it, and we hope to have fun watching it.
Yeah, and mine, I feel like I'm a little more reliant on just putting out a lot of videos because I don't have a lot of videos that have a lot of views. Again, my snake videos sometimes get a good number of views. I don't think it's as much that the people like the snakes as they just like seeing me handle the snakes. So the snakes sometimes will get a lot of views. And then some of these shorts, we've had some shorts, get a good number of views. And that's fine. But I really try to put out a video every day, just, something, because we have a lot of animals here, which instantly means a lot of content that I can share. A lot of stuff just creates itself because if I happen to be around to capture it, then, I have a fun time sharing it. So let me look in the chat again.
We only have one video that hit 10,600 views, and that was when we bought our RV.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I dream of having a video that will at least get that much engagement, and I'm happy. I don't ever feel bad. Again, I can't pick and choose what someone else is going to enjoy or want to watch. I just share the stuff that's fun for me, and I'm still tickled to have it on here. And I think last week when Devin and Ryan were on, one of the things they talked about was, part of what they saw for their channel was just that in years from now, it'll be something fun to look back on.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, you know what? Yeah. And when I'm long gone, even if my videos are still around and my grandkids can look at them. And
so, Kathy, have you been involved in any collaborations? I know you.
I haven't.
You
I haven't worked at trying to collab with anybody. I know a question came up. I think Media had a question on their community tab sometime in the last week or so about, who's somebody you would love to collab with if you could collab. And I know some of you are familiar with Jess and Maya, Roots and Refuge Farm. And she was really a big inspiration for me to start a channel because I felt like, she teaches a lot, but I felt like a lot of her content, she's just sharing her life.
Right.
She is a homesteader. So a lot of her life is about gardening and, growing their own food and meat animals and, taking care of a family while all of that's happening.
The reason I say because our Jamming Up June video it's almost at 1,000 views. We got a lot of traffic in that collaboration.
Okay.
So you might consider wanting to do that. I know Mennonite Farmhouse has got a September collaboration coming up. Kettle Kitchen's got the Last Chance barbecue. We're involved with that, so we're going to be putting out a Last Chance video, and then a Soup Timber video, and then November he's got a November Noodle November collaboration.
Okay.
So they're popping up right and left, and
oh yeah, then I will look into that. I don't have anything against doing it. I just haven't made an effort to see what might be available out there. Oops,
yeah. Well, the thing I like about the collaborations is you get people that have 13 subs to 10,000 subs. They're everything in between. So you get really see the difference in all the different levels there of what they put out. And you believe it or not, some people can put out some really nice content.
Okay, yeah. All right, looking again to see if we have any questions in the chat. If you posted a question, but we haven't answered it, post it again right quick. Maybe we have
I'm sorry
just missed it. I know Jesse's looking too. So Janet's got a couple of videos that have had 3,400 views or so. That's good.
I think Janet's trying to throw me under the bus too. But Danny, because she knows I'm picking on her. She knows I'm picking on her.
Oh yeah, back to. Go ahead.
I said I love Danny. I pick on her all the time.
Well, she says she got a shirt from Roots and Refuge Farm. Yeah, if you guys don't know about Jess and Maya and their family at Roots and Refuge Farm, I just aspire to that. Her on-screen presence is what speaks to me. So she can be talking about anything. It doesn't matter what she's talking about.
She knows how to deliver.
Yeah, there is a way about her that she connects with people. She is genuine. I just have no doubt if you met her, if you ran into her somewhere at the grocery store, dropping the kids off at school or whatever, that's her. And to me, she's like big time. They've got almost 500,000 subscribers now. So not that I aspire to that, because I'm sure there's a lot of, hey, Pafford Homestead, I'm sure there's a lot of negative also that comes with really, really getting big like that. And she may even already be where she can't go out and not be recognized and stuff. I don't know how fun that would be. But if you haven't watched any of her videos, just go check her out, just so you'll know that she was an inspiration for me to start a channel, because I just felt like, okay, she's just proof that you don't have to be all dolled up. You don't have to, you just go out and just connect with people and share your life with people and just be real. And that's what people, I think, benefit most from. I mean, it's fun to have a little break. And again, I like the old time radio stuff, and I like the sci-fi stuff and UFOs and all that. But sometimes it's just nice to feel like you're just sitting down having a cup of coffee with somebody and they're telling you what's going on in their day and their family.
You want to see a real people acting or being themselves, not
being real. Yeah. Not putting on a show. Yeah. It's not a production. Yeah. I don't know what video editing might be like for her, because her stuff is just so laid back and easy going, but I'm sure she has to spend just as many hours on the computer stitching things together, and some of her stuff has music on it, so she's got to find music too. Hello in the lap of nature. Thank you for being here today. Some nice therapy at his channel, y'all.
A lot of the channels, they still use the basic stuff like iMovie, you know. Some of them use CapCut. Some of them use, just simple editing software. Just because you got 20,000 subscribers doesn't mean they're using the most expensive editing.
Right. For a long time, before Richard bought me this computer for my birthday and had that editing software loaded on it for me, I have an app on my phone called UCut. Because I don't have a camera, so I film everything on my phone. And so from March when we posted the first video until September when I got the computer everything was done on my phone, and I would just stitch it all together there and put the music on it there and put the text on it there. And when I go back and look at some of those videos, even, I can't really tell the difference. I mean, I can't tell the difference. I do think it's a little easier to do it on the computer than to do it on the phone. And my eyes are not real good, so it's definitely easier to see what I'm doing when I'm on the computer versus on the phone. But every now and then, if it's just a little short video, I still will record it on the phone and just put all that stuff on it with that little U-cut thing and upload it directly from the phone. So yeah.
I have a Hero 6 Black, and then my iPhone 13. And my iPhone 13 takes better picture or better audio than my GoPro. I don't have any faith in the audio for the GoPro audio. That's why I use my cell phone.
And we don't use our GoPro very much. The file sizes, I don't know if I just need to change something. The file sizes are so big that because I still upload from the device to the computer so that I can put it in the editing software, the file sizes are so big and it takes so long. And a lot of times I just don't think to wear it. I don't know why, because there's certainly a lot of stuff that would be easier for me to share if I wasn't trying to hold a camera while I was doing whatever it is I'm trying to share with people. But our GoPro now just tends to be the thing that people borrow. Hey, we're going to Iceland. Can we borrow your GoPro? Hey, we're going zip lining in Costa Rica. Can we borrow your GoPro? So now we're the ones with the If anyone needs to borrow a GoPro, we have a GoPro you can borrow. That's where it went last. It went to Iceland most recently. A friend of ours spent a couple of weeks in Iceland and got some amazing footage off of that GoPro. All right. So, all right. No more questions. Okay, Okay, Danny has posted a playlist for Jesse and Lisa. I'll just encourage you. I'm going to ask you to please run it. Let's get them to what I would consider to be the next major milestone, which is that 4,000 watch hours mark. It really is exciting, y'all. It's, even if you don't think that's what you want to do either, it is fun to be able to see your progress and to feel like you're rewarded by hitting these milestones, and just to know that there are people behind you pushing you on and lifting you up and carrying you closer to the goal line. It really does feel good, because it's not anything that you can do by yourself, and you can spend hours and hours and hours and hours recording and editing and uploading. But if you don't have a community behind you, if you don't have people that connect with you and care enough to want you to succeed, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. So, again, kudos to all of y'all. I really had hoped that we could celebrate this 1,000 with you today, but I wasn't going to hold my breath, because I just know that we can't always control.
Well, when you invited us, you said we're going to celebrate your 1K during your live today. I wasn't expecting to be at 1K. I really wasn't. And I was hoping, I hope she's not disappointed. But yeah, between all the people that have been sharing us out, and Mennonite and Danny and everybody, it's like, Scott's been a big part of pushing me on his lives on Procrastination Thursdays and Saturday night. Daz. I mean, there's just so many people out there that's been really pushing us or pushing for us, and we can't thank them enough. I mean, everybody's had a part in where we're at today.
Well, and it's as much a blessing for those people as it is for y'all. It really does come back to you tenfold if you'll just take advantage of those little opportunities to share a channel that means something to
That's
you.
not the community shares. People sharing you out on their community tab, like you shared tons of. Good times, gathered together. Everybody. I mean, everybody's been sharing us out, and we can't say how much we appreciate that enough. I mean, I don't know. We're just two people here in Houston, suburbs of Houston, trying to, live a good retirement life and
have fun.
And we enjoy supporting all you folks, all you homesteaders out there, and fishermen, hunters, you name it. We just love supporting it. I'll tell you what. Since I've retired, or before, probably 9 months before we retired, we stopped watching TV. We don't even watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
Everything is.
You know what? Yeah, we gave up Netflix and all of that stuff like 3 years ago. We've got Pluto TV, It's just an app on the Xbox, and really all we watch on it is the Andy Griffith Show. And we do still have our Amazon Prime account. So every now and then, if I'm itching to watch a movie or watch an old show, I've got my Amazon Prime. I'll remind y'all again that we're doing our movie night. We're doing a watch party through Amazon Prime next Thursday night at 8:00. You go to our community tab to vote on which of the 3 movies, we'll watch, and you can come and join, watch the movie, and chat with us. So I'm going to be if that turns into a success, I'll be even happier that we still have an Amazon Prime account. But I have that because we still order, like turtle tank filters and that. I still order that kind of stuff from Amazon. So it's nice to have Prime and get the free shipping. And
I know you're watching it through YouTube though, or are you just doing it through Prime?
I watch through our Xbox. I have the Amazon Prime app on my Xbox.
So it has nothing.
What's that?
So it has nothing to do with YouTube.
No. So however you watch Amazon Prime, if you're like going to go to Amazon Prime and watch a show or a movie, there'll be a link that I'll send. You click that link, it takes you to wherever it is that you watch your Amazon stuff, and you just sign in, put whatever name you want to use as the chatter. You can chat during the movie, and we'll just watch the movie together.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe that'd be a good way to get some watch hours.
Oh, that would be neat if we could integrate it somehow. But I think there'd be copyright issues if you tried to play it then through YouTube.
Right.
If you tried to show the movie through YouTube. I mean, there may be some old public domain shows that you could do that way. That might be fun to look into that. But anyway, I just wanted to try this, and I had so much fun in that horror movie that I watched with that group last Friday. Y'all, that really was. I was in tears. I was laughing so hard at some of the wisecracks people were making during the movie.
Yeah, so Runneth Over Garden of Life says that they grew up where I think they grew up in South Houston, Texas. That's where I grew up, in the city of South Houston, Texas, and went to school, elementary, middle, and high school there. So I think that's where it's Nina, right?
Uh-huh.
I think it's Nina that grew up there.
And they're in Cleveland, Texas now.
Which is a little bit north of us.
Okay.
Houston, yeah.
Yeah, and for those, again, so we've got a nice little batch of Texas people here. For those that, for whatever reason, may not know, Rich Cat Ranch is in Southlake, Texas, which is real close to Fort Worth. We're between Grapevine and Fort Worth, right near the border with Keller. So very kind of small town-ish, but Southlake for a long time has been considered not where we are, but it's a very affluent, like I only used to ever come to Southlake to go Christmas shopping because they've got the neat little town square with all the shops right there on the street. You just walk outside and go in all the little shops. And it was always just a fun Christmas thing to come here for Christmas shopping. Like a lot of Dallas Cowboys live here, and Dallas Mavericks, like a lot of famous rich athletes and stuff live here. There's the fancy schmancy golf course here. But the farther away you get from the town center, the more it turns into just kind of country small town. And that's where we are. So we're just on a little 2-lane road. Most of the houses from about where we are to west of us all have a little bit of acreage. A lot of them have horses and livestock and raise chickens and other kind of animals to, for food and pets. And so it's funny how just a few miles can make a big difference in the atmosphere and the look of the city. But so we're still, we're only still like, 4.5 hours from you guys then. So that's what you can drive 10 hours and still be in Texas. But since we're more north central Texas, we're not too far from you. And I know Bland's Promised Land Ranch, they're here in Texas.
Bland's is to the east a little bit.
Yeah. And again, Mine Forked, my YouTube friend that's been here to visit, she's in, they're moving to Oklahoma, but I think for now they're still sort of still in Plano, not far from Dallas. And then Byron, 12 Stones Ranch, he's up in Greenville, I think. So that's maybe an hour and a half from us. So yeah, there's a great little
Texas.
community of us just right here within driving distance of each other.
You know, if it hadn't been for YouTube, we wouldn't have met all these fine folks.
That's right.
Well, and some of these channels, a lot of these channels that I enjoy so much, I would never even have thought to look for it. I would never even have thought to learn about some of what I'm learning, or Scratch and Pete. So Scratch and Pete is probably the farthest from being a homestead channel. But his stuff, y'all, it's so fun. It's just fun. It's just meant to be fun. And there's a little bit of excitement mixed in it. And when you're watching, you're holding your breath just a little bit because you want to see how it's going to turn out. And then again,
you're rooting for him to win.
Yeah, sometimes you celebrate then when it's over, and sometimes you just go, oh, well, better luck next time. And I'm telling you, he's in so many live streams. If you're putting out content and Pete is watching your content, he's commenting on your content. He's just out there again doing the little things that make a huge difference in helping channels grow and in keeping creators motivated. And so I encourage you to go and repay that favor and check out his channel. He premieres a new video every Tuesday. It's at 11:15 my time. I think he's on the East Coast, up north a little bit. So depending on where you are, but 11:15 Central Time, every Tuesday is when his newest video comes out. And you can vote on what he's going to do if you go to his Facebook or Instagram and vote. He'll have options for what he's going to do for that video. And so it's fun to participate in it and feel like that you kind of determine the outcome of what the video is. But that's good content there. And again, I want him to see too how what he gives to the community can come back to him from that community. So hi, Lori Carp. That is a new name to me, I think. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, Lori, she's all over.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to have you here today. And again, in the Lap of Nature, this is a new channel to me. I met through Tuber Chat. A lot of very beautiful therapeutic soundscapes and opportunities to just relax or meditate or all of the above. So lots and lots and lots of content there that I know you can enjoy. If you need a little break from the hassles of the day, go over and visit his channel and run one of his videos, because there's some really, really pleasing stuff there. All right, so I'm going to start wrapping it up here. Again, send me an email. Don't ever hesitate to send me an email, or you can always reach me at Facebook. That's probably the fastest way to get a hold of me. Rich Cat Ranch on Facebook. You can send us a message there. So if you'd like to be on the show, or you have anything else you need or want to share with me, send me a message there. But my show is y'all's show. I want to do what you want to do with it. And so if you have something you're working toward, let me know. Let me at least give you a shout out and send people your way to help you with whatever goal it is you're trying to reach. Or if you have a question about how to do something or how not to do something, you've got a whole community of people here to pull from, to get information and guidance. A lot of people that know more than I do. They've been doing this longer than I have, or they've done more different kinds of content than I have. So I always say, if there's something I don't know, we'll find out together what the answer is, and then we both benefit from it. So I'm going to be hoping to get emails and messages from you guys. Wanted to share with y'all again, I've talked about our little sniff spot. We had a sniff spot this morning. A lady brought 6. They were doodle mixes. So there was like a golden doodle and oh my gosh, what other? There were like 3 other kind of doodle, meaning it's a poodle with something. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're not doodle mixes, but they're poodle mixes. So standard poodle, like bigger, like not little tiny toy poodle dogs. It was one of the funnest little sniff spots ever. So when she got here, she had 6 dogs, and she let me know ahead of time, how many she was bringing. So when she got here, I like to go out and meet people when they come for their first visit, just so they know, how it works and where all they're allowed to go and what to expect. And so I met her, and she got one of the dogs out of the car, and then I got to help her get the other dogs out of the car. And they just, as soon as they got through the gate into the paddock, just to see the energy and how happy they were, and they're just running and sniffing, and you can just tell that they're already having a good time. So I'm just going to put another plug out there for Sniff Spot for any of you guys that might have some property that you would be willing to share with dogs either in your area or people that are traveling with their dogs, staying in a hotel so there's no yard for them to play in. And the rule kind of is people clean up after themselves. So I have doggy bags. Most people bring their own, and they have to pick up their own poop and throw it in the trash can. And we haven't had any problems with people leaving anything messy or messed up. I'm so tickled now that we got a lot of rain, because the pond it's not all the way full again, but it's swimmable now. Now it looks nice, and the dogs are having a great time now swimming in the pond. And this month, it looks like this month we're going to make about $400. And that's, again, just from us unlocking the gate so people can let themselves in and let their dogs just run and be off the leash. I do a little bit more than that. I put out doggy treats and water for the people, and a water bowl with a frozen bottle of water in it for the dogs. And but you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want and make a little bit of money that way. I'm about to put together a little video, just a slideshow of all the dogs that have visited so far, because when the people come, they usually will take pictures of the dogs enjoying the spot. And then when they do their review, when they post a review for us, then they'll include some pictures from the visit. So I have a lot of cute pictures of dogs. I've met some kind of dogs that I've never even heard of before, and now I can't remember. One of them is a silken something hound. It kind of looks like a greyhound, but it's longer hair and just very silky looking. And then all of these doodle dogs today. Oh my gosh, they were the cutest. And she sent me a picture. She sent me a text message with a picture of all 6 of the dogs. How she got them all to sit still and be in one picture at one time, I don't know, but kudos to her for that. And just the feedback we're getting from people, even when it's dogs that do have a yard, sometimes the people just bring them here for something different, and they don't like how unsafe it can be at the dog park, and, bratty dogs or rude people or dogs that you don't know if they're vaccinated or not, stuff like that. And so they come here, and it's just their dogs. They don't ever have to worry, because it's just one booking at a time. So y'all look into Sniff Spot. There's a little way if you're doing YouTube to make money and you're looking at other ways maybe to make some money, then there's a little plug for that again. But that's how I started off my day-to-day, was scooping poop and getting the property ready for these doodles to come. And they had a great time, and I had a great time. Okay, yeah, I see the Pine Cone Fest meetup we're being reminded of that. That happens in East Texas. What is that, October? When does that happen? Is that already there?
The Pine Cone Fest is September 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
September, okay. And then
there's a Kansas meetup, Growing Towards Self-Sufficiency. That's going to be October 1st.
Okay, I knew there was an October one coming too. Yeah. So a lot of opportunities. If you guys want to meet face to face some of your favorite YouTubers in the community, lots of opportunities for that. We can't go to most of these because we board dogs. That's part of our family business, is we board dogs here. And we're booked almost all the time. We've got a boarder. So we have our own 2 dogs right now. We have 1 boarder, and we have a foster dog. He's probably going to stay on as a resident dog. He met the cats earlier this week, and he did fine through the baby gate, but we need to wait until we don't have other dogs here so we can actually let the cats out and just make sure that it looks like it's going to be safe for everyone. And then depending on how he does with that, we'll probably become a 3 German Shepherd family again. We were a 3 German Shepherd family for a long time until we lost both of our boys. And then we just had Serena for a little while, and then we adopted Boone, and he gets along with everyone. So he's already proving to be a great big brother for the cats, even though he's still just a puppy. So cross your fingers for that, because we want to see Bear show that he can be nice to the cats, because we've had the cats for a long time, and they're a little bit ahead on the list. And if not, we'll find another home for him where he fits in good, and it just won't be with cats. But he's a sweetheart, and aside from not knowing how that's going to go, we're just loving having him in our family, at least for now. So yeah, check out some of these celebrations and get-togethers that are going to be happening. As always, at least jot down the names of 2 or 3 channels that might have been new to you if you're in the chat today, or even if they're not new to you, but you haven't taken time to visit their channels yet. Go watch a few videos, even if that's all you do. Watch hours are still important. So even if for some reason you don't feel connected enough to subscribe, watching the videos still is a huge blessing for all of these channels. But there's something for everyone at every channel. Every channel here has something that you will enjoy. And if you're like me, there are just going to be some people that you meet through live streams and other online events like this where you would never have thought to even look for that. Or maybe you didn't even know that there was that content on YouTube until you saw this name in the chat or we talked about it during the show. So check it out. Let me know when you come back. I'd love when you guys come in next time to say, hey, I checked out so-and-so's channel last week and you were right. There was really some fun stuff there. Because I know that kind of feedback is fun for all of us. So many, many thanks, Jesse and Lisa, for hanging out with me today. Congratulations on hitting 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And kudos to the community here for helping make that happen. Because I know that's why it happened. We all know that's why it happened. You guys picked up the ball and ran with it.
Right. It was all
so keep running. Keep passing that ball along to someone else on your journey. And again, there's room for all of us. There's room for all of us in the monetization circle. There's room for all of us in the big subscriber count circle. And wouldn't it be fun for us to just gradually take over YouTube and put some good out in the world instead of some of the just scratch your head stuff.
So, Kathy, if you don't mind me plugging our channel for tomorrow.
Not at all.
Yeah, so after you go eat your fajitas or your chicken or whatever, and you're all full and everything, and you come back home, if you ain't got nothing to do, 7 o'clock Central Time, we're going to be on live, and we may be giving some stuff away. So
okay, might be some. Might be some more jars going out, huh?
Maybe some more jars going out. Maybe.
Lisa's going to have to keep canning just so you have enough to send out.
And we encourage or invite everybody to come visit us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
All right. You guys heard that. Please jot it down. Let's plan to meet up tomorrow at 7 at Jesse and Lisa's place. Again, a plug again for our little watch party movie night next week. Maybe it won't work. It might be a bomb. Maybe nobody will show up or we won't have as good a time as I think we're going to have. But I think it would be fun. And you guys get to pick which movie, which you can still go pick a movie even if you don't think you're going to be able to join us that night. But I'd love to have a nice group of people to try that out with next week. So blessings to everyone. Thanks again, Jesse and Lisa. Congratulations again, Jesse and Lisa. Y'all watch some playlists for them. Watch some playlists for everyone else. Send me some emails. I want to see some emails and some Facebook messages. And let me help you get where you want to be. Let me know where you want to be. If you don't want to be on the show even, I'm still happy to share whatever you're working on. I'm happy to share it during my shows. And we'll have updates again next Friday. So next Friday, my guest will be Tasha from Art and Adventure with Tasha. If you guys are new to her channel, then, would certainly welcome you to check her out. I'll be sharing some videos of hers leading up to next Friday, like I did with Jesse and Lisa, just so you can have a quick place to go and click a link to, see what's out there from her channel. And Creekside Maples is here. Thanks for being here today. Thank you, everyone. Every Friday, I leave the stream and I'm just so pumped that people really came to the stream. So whether it's that I have a guest on that they want to see or not, I'm excited that you're here. I'm honored that you're here. And we wouldn't be where we are. I wouldn't be up here doing these live streams if you guys had not helped us reach all of the goals that we set for ourselves when we started out. So
Creekside just showed up, and if you like us, thank them, because they're the ones what reason why we started this channel. If you hate us, blame them.
Because it's all their fault.
It's all their fault.
Doesn't work both ways. That's right. All right. So thank you, everyone. I'll sign you guys off, and then I'll get myself signed off here in just a bit. Again, you guys be blessed. Stay safe. If you're still in need of rain, I hope you get rain soon. Our grass is actually turning green again. I didn't think there would even be any grass left alive enough to turn green, even though we finally got some rain. But the backyard looks amazing. Just in the last 2 days, something happened and it turned green again. And we've got nice patches of green grass now coming up again in the front yard. And that's even the backyard. That's even with Cabo and Delilah having to spend, an hour at a time there while the sniff spot people are here, because that's how we keep them separated so that our guests can have that acre and a quarter to sniff. Anyway, I'll be watching for your emails. I'm sending out love and encouragement. If anybody's struggling with anything, I'm always happy to put you on my prayer list. But I just appreciate you for taking some time out of the day to come and hang out with me and Jesse and Lisa. And love to everyone from Rich Cat Ranch. Take care. We'll see you next week.